Hello everyone! There aren't many plants in the world that are given their own names, but this giant truly deserves the honor. General Sherman, a giant sequoia, also known as Sequoia dendron giganteum, holds the title of the largest and heaviest living organism on Earth. Standing at 85 meters tall, General Sherman weighs nearly 2,000 tons. The trunk diameter at its base measures 11 meters, which means that it takes 17 people to wrap their arms around this magnificent tree. The sheer size of the sequoia is breathtaking, but its age is just as impressive. Named in 1879 after a Civil War general, this tree is much older than those events, and even the European discovery of America. Experts suggest that the giant sequoia is over 2,500 years old. It's quite possible that General Sherman sprouted in the same year Rome was founded. Touching this grand tree is like reaching out to history itself. The Tree of Tuel, whose name in the Nahuatl language means Old Man of the Water, is one of the most famous trees in the world, and the main attraction of Santa Maria del Tuel in southern Mexico. It belongs to the species Taxodium mucronatum, an evergreen conifer known for its strong rot-resistant wood. The size of the Tree of Tuel is truly astonishing, with a circumference of about 42 meters and a diameter of 14 meters. Initially, it was thought to be several trunks growing together, but DNA testing confirmed that it is indeed one massive tree. It holds the record for the thickest trunk of any tree in the world. According to local legends, a priest planted the Tree of Tuel 1,400 years ago to honor Ehecatl, the wind god. This tree is said to have magical qualities, with patterns on its bark resembling images of people and animals. The Canary Islands dragon tree comes from Africa, and is especially renowned as a symbol of the region. These large plants can have trunks that measure up to 8 meters in circumference and are known for their distinctive appearance and longevity. Many of these trees have been recognized for centuries and even bear individual names. What stands out the most about this tree is its unique resin called dragon's blood. When the bark is cut, a red liquid flows out that's almost indistinguishable from blood. It looks a bit frightening. According to Indian legend, this is the aftermath of a battle between a ferocious snake and Shiva, the divine elephant. In reality, the sap is a protective mechanism that helps the dragon tree survive damage, disease, and insect infestations. This liquid has a unique composition and has been used by humans since ancient times. It's utilized for wound healing, as an effective cosmetic treatment, and even in winemaking. In the village of Dinosa in Montenegro, there's a truly unique tree with no equal anywhere in the world. It's technically a mulberry tree, but what sets it apart is that this ancient tree is also a natural fountain. Inside its old trunk, a hollow cavity is formed, and the ground beneath is rich with springs. When spring arrives and groundwater levels rise, water bursts out from the tree, turning the surrounding field into a shallow lake. Located in the Namib-Naukluft National Park, Deadfly is one of Namibia's signature sites. Its stunning landscape evokes the dreamlike imagery found in the works of Salvador Dali. Centuries ago, this area was a thriving valley, but the shifting sands of the dunes changed the course of the Tsauchab River. Now, it's a valley of death. Scattered across the flat, pavement-like plateau, surrounded by orange sands, are the remains of dead trees. Mostly acacias, they perished centuries ago. but due to the extreme dryness, they haven't decomposed. Instead, they've blackened and hardened. They have become monuments of a bygone era and natural art objects, drawing thousands of tourists and professional photographers to Deadfly with their haunting beauty. This incredible story took place on Vashon Island in Washington. If you walk just 10 meters into the woods from a local cafe, you'll find a tree with a child's bicycle embedded in it. The bike is hanging 2 meters off the ground. The most surprising thing is that we know the whole story behind it. Back in 1954, an 8-year-old boy left his new bike in the woods because it was a girl's model. Half a century later, when the bicycle tree had become famous, an elderly man came by and recognized the bike he once left behind, with the front wheels still turning. The tree has since become a symbol of time's fleeting nature and the constant changes in the world. It's hard to imagine an African landscape without the baobab. This remarkable tree is undoubtedly one of the most fascinating and significant on the planet. With a shape that narrows towards the top like a bottle, the baobab tree is easily recognizable. It's evolved to thrive in extreme climates. The trunk, which can reach diameters of up to 10 meters, is impressively thick and smooth, filled with soft, porous tissues that hold thousands of liters of water. In times of drought, baobabs frequently lose their leaves, resulting in a strikingly unusual look. The 6 species of African baobabs are extensively used by locals, with every part of the tree finding its own use. The bark provides fiber, the young leaves and fruit pulp are consumed as food, and the seeds are brewed into a drink similar to coffee. So, it's not surprising that in the spiritual traditions of various cultures, the baobab stands as a symbol of life, fertility, and the protector of the earth. The Angel Oak, located on Johns Island near the South Carolina coast, is an awe-inspiring tree that's over 500 years old. Its sprawling canopy covers 1,600 square meters, with some branches stretching over 50 meters. This picturesque tree is the subject of local legends and a favorite spot for walks and relaxation. Trees are certainly living beings, but sometimes we see this in surprising ways. During strong winds, it seems like the tree is dancing. Forests have always been shrouded in an aura of mystery and intrigue, and in this case, that sentiment is entirely justified. This is a pine grove known as the Crooked Forest, located in Poland's West Pomerania region near the Baltic Sea. Each tree in this forest bends sharply at the base at a 90-degree angle, arcs its trunk, and then grows vertically again at heights between 1 and 3 meters. It somewhat resembles bonsai techniques, but on a much larger scale. The origins of this phenomenon are still shrouded in mystery. Some suggest that it's the result of human intervention, with each tree potentially being manually shaped for use in making furniture or boats. In any case, the Crooked Forest has become a fantastic spot for tourists who enjoy its enchanting ambience. The Oak Chapel is a source of pride for the residents of Allouville, a village in northern France. The history of this remarkable site is simply astounding. The tree itself, a pedunculate oak, is over 1,200 years old. It stands 18 meters tall and has a circumference of 16 meters. Back in the 16th century, 2 chapels were built inside its hollow, the Chapel of Our Lady and the Hermit's Chapel. Since then, the tree's become a pilgrimage destination. and the subject of numerous legends. Priests and hermits once lived in it, and during the French Revolution, it was nearly set on fire as a religious symbol. Today, this amazing tree draws 30 to 40,000 visitors every year. In the depths of California's Redwood National Park lies a hidden treasure that remained unknown until 2006. This is particularly surprising, considering it's the tallest tree on Earth. The height of the giant sequoia known as Hyperion reaches nearly 116 meters. This remarkable tree, towering above its peers, is estimated to be around 700 years old. Its exact location is kept secret to prevent heavy tourist traffic from harming the delicate ecosystem in which this unique specimen has thrived for centuries. Giant sequoias are among the oldest tree species and are considered sacred by the Chumash tribe. As members of this tribe express, destroy these trees and you will destroy the Creator's love. A unique opportunity to drive through a tree. The chandelier tree in Leggett, California is a well-known attraction. It's a 96-meter-tall sequoia that had a tunnel carved into it in the 1930s to allow cars to pass through. Though today it seems like an act of destruction, at the time it was a typical way to encourage car tourism. Despite its ancient age of about 2,000 years, the tree is still alive and growing. It's called the chandelier tree because its branches, hanging from 30 meters up, resemble a chandelier. The Salmonia saman tree, belonging to the legume family, has many names, including monkey pod and rain tree. It's easy to see why. You can find shelter from the rain under its enormous canopy, which is shaped like an umbrella. This is especially true for a remarkable specimen located near the town of Kanchanaburi in Thailand, whose crown spans over 50 meters wide. Under its sprawling branches, all the students from a local school can easily find shade.
Who didn't finish cutting down this tree? You cannot just leave them floating. What the hell, people?
When the creative forces of humanity and nature come together, amazing things can happen. This project, blending art with horticulture, took shape in an experimental agricultural laboratory in New York and is called the Tree of 40 Fruits. Its artist, Sam Van Aken, playfully describes his creations as Frankenstein trees. Through hybridization, one tree can be grafted with as many as 40 branches from different species. This means that it can produce a variety of stone fruits at the same time, such as peaches, plums, apricots, nectarines, cherries, and almonds. These magical trees look especially stunning in spring when they bloom in a palette of pink, raspberry, and white shades. Here, the name doesn't refer to just one tree, but rather to a vast colony of 47,000 genetically identical aspen trees. This colony, called Pando, is made up of quaking aspens in Utah, USA. Pando is recognized as a single living entity, since all the plants have the same genetic markers and share a common root system. This means that they've reproduced vegetatively instead of through sexual reproduction. The Pando forest was discovered and described in 1968 by dendrologist Burton Barnes, who noted the unusually uniform behavior of its trees. Spanning an impressive area of 43 hectares, this single organism weighs around 6,000 tons, making it the heaviest living organism on Earth. Despite its massive size, the Pando ecosystem is vulnerable to climate change and human impact. Researchers have observed that in recent years, the forest's recovery has slowed down. You could describe this tree as a sociopath. The honey locust has a rather unwelcoming look. Its trunk and branches are covered with formidable thorns, which can be around 10 centimeters long or even longer. These thorns are exceptionally tough because they're actually modified branches. Despite its intimidating appearance, the honey locust, originally native to the eastern half of North America, has spread widely across the globe. It's cultivated to combat soil drought, as well as for ornamental purposes and honey production. Its long, tough pods make great fodder for cattle, while the alkaloid triacanthine in its leaves has medicinal uses. The name of this peculiar plant perfectly reflects its lifestyle. Strangler figs are a group of tropical and subtropical plants that thrive through a unique form of parasitism. They began their lives as seeds that germinate in the bark of other trees. As the young plant grows, it sends roots downward while its robust shoots wrap around the trunk of the host tree, climbing higher into the forest canopy. In doing so, the strangler fig robs the host tree of sunlight and stifles its root system. As the tree perishes, the strangler fig transforms into a massive spiraling column composed of its own branches, creating a hollow space within. This might come off as rather harsh, yet it's hard to overlook how stunning strangler figs appear. Furthermore, the cavities inside these plants are vital to the ecosystem, offering refuge to a variety of wildlife. Located 7 kilometers from the Australian town of Derby is a unique tree that has become a tourist attraction. This massive hollow tree with a circumference of 14 meters has a large hollow trunk. It belongs to the boab species, a relative of the African baobab, and is around 1500 years old. For decades, a legend has circulated about this tree being used as a temporary prison for Aboriginal people captured by settlers in Kimberley and brought to Derby to work as pearl divers. Modern researchers find no evidence to support this theory and aim to debunk the myths surrounding it. After all, such a charismatic tree deserves to be a historical monument without the burden of dark stories. Moreover, for the indigenous people, boabs hold significant sacred meaning. The giant sequoia known as the President is the second largest tree and the oldest of its kind on Earth, estimated to be around 3,240 years old. This remarkable tree stands alongside the size champion General Sherman in the giant forest of Sequoia National Park in California. It was named President in 1923 in honor of the 9th President of the United States, Warren Harding. In the mountainous forests of Michoacan, Mexico, at an altitude of about 3,000 meters above sea level, lies a unique ecosystem known as the Monarch Butterfly Biosphere Reserve. This area serves as the final destination for millions of monarch butterflies migrating from the eastern part of North America. By the end of October each year, these butterflies, scientifically known as Danaus plexippus, arrive in these forests in numbers ranging from 60 million to a billion, forming massive colonies that rest on the trees. The sheer weight of these insects is so great that the trees bend under their load, turning vibrant shades of orange. Butterfly colonies prefer a specific type of tree for their wintering, the sacred fir. Its dense branches provide reliable protection from winter rains and create a perfect microclimate. The butterflies are not cold enough to die, but also not warm enough to come out of hibernation. It's an amazing example of how different species coexist and how living creatures adapt to harsh environmental conditions.
Wow, that is some tree, isn't it?
The kapok tree is well known in Central America and is even considered one of the national symbols of Puerto Rico. It grows quickly and often takes on fantastic shapes. This can be dangerous for nearby plants, as its canopy can block out sunlight over a large area. For centuries, this majestic tree has served humanity in various ways. Light and porous wood is used to make canoes and other practical items. The bark is processed to create medicines, while oil is extracted from the seeds. Particularly famous is the silk fiber, which is manually harvested from the fruit. This fiber is used for stuffing upholstered furniture, making life jackets, and serves as an excellent soundproofing material. It's hard to imagine anyone in their right mind wanting to climb this tree. The distinctive feature of the sandbox tree is its smooth brown trunk, which is covered in hundreds of toxic spikes. This large evergreen tree from the South American jungles is so poisonous that it's listed in the Guinness World Records. Its sap can cause painful rashes and even blindness if it gets into the eyes. Indigenous people in South America use the tree's toxin to poison their arrows. Another fascinating aspect of this quirky tree is that when its fruit, resembling tiny pumpkins, ripens, it bursts open and launches seeds up to 100 meters away, traveling at speeds of up to 70 meters per second.
Also called the possum tree. I don't think we have those though. And there's Sam. Look how small he is compared to the big tree. Smile, Sam, wave.
It's hard to believe that the color of this tree emerged without human intervention. This unique tree species is the rainbow eucalyptus, famous for its colorful bark. The bark of young trees is a vibrant green, but as it matures, it transforms into rich shades of blue, purple, orange, and dark burgundy. Eventually, the trunks of mature trees display all the colors of the rainbow, making it the perfect tree for a magical elven forest. The rainbow eucalyptus is native to the islands of Melanesia in the Pacific Ocean, and is the only eucalyptus species that grows wild in the Northern Hemisphere. Otherwise, it's a typical representative of its genus, being a robust, fast-growing tree that can reach heights of up to 75 meters.
All right, we're at Rainbow Falls Park, Hilo, Hawaii. And right behind the falls is this massive banyan tree. Look at that. The roots just go on forever.
The floss silk tree is a stunning plant, seemingly born from the imagination of a science fiction writer. Native to the savannas and tropical forests of South America, it's gained popularity in many warm climate countries due to its beauty. Reaching heights of up to 40 meters, the magnificent silk floss tree combines a variety of visual elements in its striking form. The tree has a rough, imposing trunk adorned with big spikes. For months, its beautiful flowers turn it into a lovely pink bouquet, while unusual, fluffy seed pods emerge that look like they're filled with soft cotton. This fiber is also used as a filling for pillows. Just looking at the olive tree of Valvis, growing in a tiny village on the island of Crete, evokes thoughts of ancient history. Its exact age is unknown, as the heartwood has been lost over time. Some estimates place it between 2,000 and 4,000 years old. Remarkably, it still bears olives, and its branches are used to weave wreaths for Olympic winners. On Crete, this tree is celebrated as a natural heritage monument, and a museum nearby shares the rich history of olive cultivation and its impact on humanity. There's something ancient in the appearance of these trees that links us to our planet's history. Araucarians belong to a very ancient family of conifers that populated all corners of the Earth during the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods. Yet, about 60 million years ago, they almost entirely disappeared from the Northern Hemisphere. Today, these trees can be found in the humid tropical and subtropical forests of South America, Australia, and Oceania. The family now consists of 3 genera: Agathis, Araucaria, and Wallamia, comprising a total of 41 relic species. The Brachychiton acerifolius, commonly known as the flame tree, is perfect for those who appreciate bold, vibrant colours. Native to the eastern coast of Australia, this tree blooms with striking crimson bell-shaped flowers, making it a stunning addition to any park or garden. It's interesting that the seeds of the flame tree resemble corn kernels and are actually edible. The Ravenala is often called one of the most beautiful trees in nature, and it's hard to argue with that. The tree's crown is simply stunning. The leaves, which resemble banana leaves, grow in a single plane, creating a huge fan-like structure. Each leaf can reach up to 3 meters in length and 50 centimeters in width. But the Ravenala is famous for more than just its appearance. It's also called the traveler's tree because the water stored in its stem can be life-saving for travelers. Its leaves are also used for roofing, and the seeds are ground into flour. Hello, everyone. Explosions. Rivers of molten metal. Epic fails and accidents costing millions. Welcome to the world of heavy machinery and hardcore industry. Let's get it on. This crane in Vietnam was The workers here must have nerves of steel. They're watching streams of molten metal as if it were just a fireworks show. It seems the emergency was caused by a damaged ladle, and now they need to pour the metal out. Lowering the compact bulldozer into the pits turned out to be a total disaster. There's a reason why crane operators often keep their cabin doors open. It gave the operator a chance to leap out at the last second.
Опа. Она ровно прошла, да, нормально.
Such an incident can occur on a rolling mill if the speed settings are off. Instead of moving smoothly to the next section, the metal bends and twists uncontrollably, like a fiery snake. These metal loops are especially dangerous at high rolling temperatures. In a startling video from an Iranian metallurgical plant, a ladle full of molten metal was on its way to the furnace as a worker was just walking through the factory. Just as it reached the critical point, the crane malfunctioned and the ladle fell, flooding the surroundings with liquid metal. A strange situation happened with a wind turbine in India. It looked like the mast wasn't strong enough to hold up against the nacelle and the blades. A surveillance camera captured the moment when the wheel of a mining dump truck suddenly exploded, soaring into the air and crushing a parked car beneath it. The wheel's diameter is 4 meters, and each tire weighs over half a ton. A cargo ship carrying heavy equipment in Indonesia was caught in a storm in the Java Sea. The crew of 13 was successfully evacuated, but the equipment was lost to the elements.
Semua kru sudah selamat.
During an air show at Whitman Regional Airport in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, an F-16 Fighting Falcon suffered over $5 million in damage after the pilot failed to properly apply aerodynamic braking, causing the jet to overrun the runway. The cause was severe fogging in the cockpit, which left the pilot unable to see clearly.
In case something was to ignite or happen, we'll have that.
I'm on the engine.
Yeah.
The derailment of a freight train at the station square in Pittsburgh resulted in damages exceeding $700,000. The accident was caused by a break in the railway track. The factory completely lost control over the operation of the electric arc furnace. The camera recorded every stage of the incident, culminating in a surge of molten metal pouring directly onto the shop floor. The municipal workers didn't check the topographical plan of the area. As the excavator dug around a sewer manhole, its bucket hit a high-voltage power cable. A highly risky situation arose due to simple negligence.
Oh, guys, look out! Dad! Oh my God, Dad!
Ow. The truck driver simply misjudged the height of the overpass. It seems like such an obvious mistake, but the reality is that it keeps happening again and again. The spin casting process involves rapidly spinning the molten metal. Here's what happens if something goes wrong. The worst possible scenario. A disaster strikes just when everything was almost coming together. The explosion of a liquid nitrogen tank is like launching a rocket. One of the blades on this wind turbine somehow broke off. The rotor kept spinning, causing even more imbalance. Eventually, the tower couldn't handle the strain, and the entire structure collapsed. These types of accidents in metallurgical processes occur when water or ice finds its way into the ore blend. The gas that forms in the furnace as a result causes an explosion. A highly experienced crew worked on this well, but no one is immune to accidents. The height of the Willemsbroek Bridge in the Netherlands is 65 meters. However, this came as a surprise to the captain of the cargo ship, resulting in 5 containers falling into the Maas River and embarking on their own journey. The collision happened in the Netherlands, in one of Rotterdam's canals. The barge captain decided to go through on yellow, and here's the result.
That was cool.
He may be damaged, but his spirit isn't broken.
Beep.
If molten slag touches water, it releases hydrogen, and in certain circumstances, this hydrogen can mix with oxygen to form a dangerously explosive combination.
China Muhammad! Ahoy! Bamrin Bomberos! Hij is in zijn push gevallen.
Video of a head-on train crash in Poland, captured from inside the engineer's cab. It was a terrible mistake in route planning. Fortunately, the trains weren't going very fast, so there were no fatalities.
Ó, o pistão.
It seemed that unloading the dump truck with the telescopic system was going perfectly fine. However, the load on the rear axles and trailer had already reached a critical level. The metal couldn't handle it and cracked.
Cara, eu tava filmando. Ele foi pra frente e tombou pro lado.
Tá estranho aqui, não é que eu tô vendo caída. Não é.
Check out the extreme dismantling of a 600-ton bridge crane.
Кран 600 тонн.
Take a look at this worker who's just removed the last fastening. The final maneuver of a portal crane that has reached the end of its service life.
А куда ставить его собрались?
A major accident occurred in the South China Sea during the construction of a wind farm, when the crane's boom on the ship failed and fell directly onto the deck. A reckless attempt to move a truck out of Cambodia. It seems they didn't bother with a kinematic model before starting.
Wow, okay.
When the crane starts tipping, the operator has only a few seconds to act. It's a shame that quality equipment ended up in the hands of vandals. They tried to fix the bridge, but instead created more problems. Crane toppling is one of the most common accidents for these machines, often caused by installation errors or incorrect load distribution. Pumps in the oil and gas sector produce extremely high pressure, and when a malfunction occurs, the pipes can get out of control. A crane fell in a shipyard in the Indian city of Kakinada.
Agora vai passar por lá. Vai passar pela cadeia.
The sharp incline caught the tractor driver off guard while he was ploughing the field with a harrow. It's hard to describe this as dismantling. It's more like simply demolishing the old overhead crane.
Отходи!
A barge lost 30 containers in the Scheldt River close to Antwerp, Belgium. The river had to be temporarily closed off due to the sheer volume of debris.
Er zijn, ik denk, 30, 35 containers in het water gevallen. Passen voor de afvaart, want ze drijven richting het vaarwater.
Paul Delvaux, Centraal Randvliet. Paul Delvaux, ja, eventueel als dat u zou lukken, mag je dat zeker doen.
Врезалось все.
Hello, everyone.
Holy crap, honey.
You might think hugs are just a human thing, but you'd be mistaken. Even underwater creatures are capable of showing such affection. While on the boat, the guy unexpectedly got a front row ticket to what could be the best show of his life. The giant centipede looks terrifying for a reason. These species can release a paralyzing venom. However, it's harmless to humans. Still, it doesn't make the creature any less creepy. Wildfires are a major challenge for farmers. This guy decided to tackle them on his own with an unconventional method. The last place you'd want to be during a volcanic eruption is right next to it. However, because of its size, it doesn't seem as dangerous, allowing you to fully appreciate the destructive beauty of the event. A reminder why walking on train tracks is a bad idea. He must have taken the subway. I hope the cameraman didn't forget to start the recording. These gender reveal parties have gone way too far.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy sh! Woo!
Fighting fires has never seemed so epic.
Tahan dulu. Pegang dulu langkah, pegang tu. Cik.
This driver's resume should include the word bravery in caps.
Ready, set, go!
On large ships, there are designated docking spots for smaller boats. However, the captain still needs some practice to maneuver the boat in and stay within the lines. If you stare into the darkness long enough, it might start staring back and demand a treat.
我没球，来点夜宵。
De onde ela veio, né? A pergunta? Mais uma cobra. Em cima da telha. Ela sobe, cara. Ela sobe. Lapa de cobra da frente.
Ai, ela vai sair, olha.
Oh, the two snakes fighting. Breathe on, breathe.
It looks like a for sale sign will be going up next to this house any day now.
Well, they just busted the...
They're not going to do that to my bathroom, are they?
No.
They're not going to do that to the bathroom, are they? Oh, please don't come down into the house.
It looks like the guy who filmed the video seriously believed that cameramen never die. When someone asks how your tattoos will look when you're older, just show them this video. This might be the most unusual reason for a toast. Fire is often called a destructive force, but we shouldn't forget how much damage water can cause as well. No, it's not a glitch in the Matrix. The frame rate of the footage just happened to sync up with the propeller's rotation speed. It looks as if someone's holding it up with a string. If you're tired of paying for electricity, you should come here. On this mountain, it's given away for free. These scenes were filmed in Vietnam. It might look like the birth of some cosmic evil or a portal to another dimension, but in reality, it's just a lightning strike hitting a transformer station, causing a fire. That's where the vibrant flashes come from. Found some time and space to do a couple of exercises. What's your excuse?
Daniel. Can you run faster?
Oh, Daniel.
Get out of his way if he has to run, guys. Get out of his way.
Daniel, get away from it.
I don't turn your back on. Not in the truck.
He stepped out with such eagerness, as if he'd been waiting for this moment his whole life.
It's on the other side.
It's on the other side, Daniel. Be careful. Can you shut the car door? Good.
These two look like they understand more about their life than their kin. Passengers on this flight experienced an unusual phenomenon even before takeoff. It was just that the cold air from the air conditioner met the warm, humid air in the cabin, creating a mystical fog right on board. The creator of this masterpiece was clearly aiming to leave people baffled. And he nailed it. You don't see performances like this at every concert, and these guys just play before the game. Do you consider someone cool just because they have a driver? Just take a look at how line workers get to their jobs. French artist Olivier Grossetête creates grand cardboard structures around the world, involving local communities in the construction process. This time, one of his creations was built in Delaware, USA. Would you enjoy being part of something like that?
Wat ga?
So that's why the job listing mentioned that flying skills would be an advantage. If you've never been afraid of drafts before, this video might just change your mind.
Oh, you big cunt. Look at you. Oh, yeah. Come and get me, daddy. Oh, Captain King Brown there, dog.
It seems like this pal is just checking to see if the cameraman has left yet. When you're halfway down the road and realize you've forgotten something, but can't recall what it is. It seems the driver got scammed at the auto shop. Instead of shock absorbers, they put in jelly. Landslides are one of the most merciless natural phenomena. Just look at how effortlessly it destroys a house that stood here for decades. Blasters have been invented. We just need lightsabers to come next, and then we'll really have to watch out for Star Wars cosplayers.
Holy she's still going. Ah, damn. Dude, it's over there. Oh, you can hardly see it on video, but way.
No matter how long you live on this planet, nature will never stop surprising you. I'm sure you've never seen a horizontal tornado like this before. Hello everyone. Get ready to see justice served. Drivers who don't follow the parking rules are in for a rough time. We've compiled the most hilarious and outrageous parking clashes. This is gonna be fun. Let's get it on.
You're not going nowhere, baby. You're embarrassing yourself right now. Hey, this your homegirl? Yeah, she did that. It was that serious, huh?
This lady has an incredible talent for getting herself into trouble. She drove off the tow truck, crashing into a few
that's a
cars
hit
in the
and run, ma'am.
process. So it's no shock she got arrested.
Problem.
What do you mean, what's my problem? You see what my problem is. Mr. Parking Police parked next to my car. There's plenty of parking over there.
This video is a way to vent frustrations. Let's be honest, bad parking really brings out the rage in people.
I ought to teach that guy a lesson. Ridiculous. Don't laugh at me. It's not funny. I'll teach this guy a lesson.
Watch it.
I'll let the dick out of his tire.
Oh my God. Don't do it. Oh, dude. Oh, I'm calling.
What? My goddamn parking spot. Go find your own. You ain't. This is my damn spot.
He ain't,
What the is he doing?
he ain't gonna do
Oh
nothing.
hell no. Oh.
He ain't gonna
I'm
do
gonna
nothing.
whoop his ass. Oh.
Oh my god, he's driving over your dude.
I'm beating his ass. Get the my goddamn new car. I just bought this. My mommy bought this for me.
The video shows how important it is to be aware of your vehicle's size and to keep a safe distance. A heavy pickup truck blocked the tram tracks in Sacramento, California's capital. Towing such a massive vehicle is no easy task.
That's a big boy.
Oh, they'll do it. I've watched them do it before.
You said you watched it?
Oh yeah, this is like the third or fourth one I've seen this year.
He's gonna put that and he look like he got to.
It's not okay.
This parking lot battle turned into a full-on wrestling match. Parking, 0 out of 10. Ability to handle complex situations, 10 out of 10.
Avslutades igår. Degerfors ledde länge, men Öster kvitterade på tilläggstid. Östers David seger om resultat.
Skönt att vi får en poäng till slut.
I bet the truck driver had a really tough week.
Liksom får påverka oss mycket med resultaten oavsett vad så.
Check this out. A cop from the past handles the biggest transportation conflict of our century.
I seen it.
Back up. Out of the lane. Let's go. Go the wrong direction. Back up. You're going the wrong direction. I know it. You're going the wrong direction. Back it up. Back it up. You're going the wrong direction. Get in the car. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up.
A scandalous incident occurred in New Jersey when a firefighter dumped an entire bucket of trash onto the car of the owner of a neighboring building. This incident marks yet another escalation in their long-standing feud, with the owner of the rare sports car estimating the damage at $10,000. Apparently, their friend mentioned the type of car his owner has, the one who drove him to the vet not long ago. We wish for when someone takes your favorite parking spot.
Todos estacionan como quieren, arriba de la vereda, pegado al cordón, al revés, pero todos hacen lo que quieren, nadie estaciona como corresponde.
This is what haunts cars in their nightmares.
Which one of y'all done pissed y'all girlfriend off and got your car saran wrap downtown? Funny as hell. Damn. Damn, the level of care.
What do you think? Does he not know how to drive, or does he just hate everyone in the world?
This is my next door neighbor hitting my car to push it out of the way. Good job.
The good news is that the wind wipers are still working. A quick reminder of what can happen if you park by a fire hydrant.
I can't help the hydrant. We haven't got a choice.
Bold move. Workers in Australia decided to use a forklift to move a car that was blocking their truck.
عم اسمك عربي؟ تحكي عربي؟
نعم.
هيدي مليحة هيدي السيارة؟ هيدي good أو no good؟ stop!
It seems she's running late for her anger management classes. That moment when you find yourself in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Видео специально для тех, кто паркует не там, где надо. Вот так вот мы и наказываем.
Теперь будет вот у верного забирать ее сюда.
Сейчас колеса лопнут, наверное.
Вот так вот.
Не за что обращать.
个是什么车？我去。
You need to finish a few more missions to unlock this model. A classic prank for those who don't respect parking lines. The SUV managed to perfectly block the door. Too bad it was a right-hand drive vehicle.
What the heck? Dude.
Let's vote in the comments to replace standard tow trucks with these kinds of vehicles.
Кто-то поставил тачку, из гаража не выехать, на багги не покататься. Что за инвалид додумался, блин? Вот это все.
这车停这个位置是个狠人呐，干嘛车停这个位置？
This is now the cleanest car in town. When the owner comes back for the car, it'll have already become an exhibit in the mall. These guys thought they'd outsmart the system and leave the parking lot without paying. They'll use the money they saved to fix their bumper. As you may have noticed, there are many dangers in the parking lot. One of them is a herd of wild shopping carts. A common situation, yet it's incredibly frustrating. Buy a small car, they said. You'll be able to park anywhere, they said.
Lurus, lurus. Baret terus, terus, terus. Terus. Terus, terus, terus. Terus, terus, terus. Langsung. Hancur. Terus, terus, pepet no langsung. Mari.
В общем, выхожу из дома. День рождения у меня сегодня. А тут такая картина около мусорки.
Ё-моё! Да ну... Скажите что-нибудь, а? Девушка, а что вы делаете?
Бери камеру!
Да она... Смотри, этот идет. Это хозяин, наверное. Мужик, не повезло, да?
Привет! Что, доволен? Куда ты пошел?
Блин! Это его машина! Да беги, беги!
This is how the car owner found out about bollards. It's one of those situations where the car is more polite than the driver. Just so you know, the tow truck took the car away just 2 minutes after it was parked incorrectly. Yes, sometimes retribution can be lightning fast. The neighbor of the guy who made this video doesn't seem to care about anyone else. He parked his car directly on someone else's driveway. One phone call to the police and the matter is settled. The neighbor's car is in for a thrilling ride, and he'll be adding to the city's budget. This beats any penalty for parking near a fire hydrant.
Вибрирует, блин, подушки у него жесткие. Конечно, по идее, поставить новые хорошие подушки, и это все уйдет.
Ну ладно.
Но, блин, они все-таки по 2000. Ни хрена себе. Ты видела? Блин, они...
Sure, that side mirror is really the biggest issue on the road.
What the What he got up last night?
The domino effect kicked in at this parking lot.
Up last night?
Nobody likes getting stuck in traffic, but do traffic jams annoy you as much as they annoy this guy? People will go to any lengths in the parking wars. When a homeowner found his driveway blocked, he decided to place a heavy oak stump in front of the cars as a clear sign that they weren't welcome. Unlike the driver, the pedestrian followed the rules and crossed at the crosswalk.
Вот так, для парковаться в неположенных местах. Смотри, дальше хулиганят-то.
Хулиганят, а почему они хулиганят? Они все правильно.
Слушай, надо только не пропустить момент, когда он придет это, выезжать.
Сейчас свою открою.
It's important to be cautious, even in seemingly simple situations. This message will serve as a lasting reminder that parking on the sidewalk is a bad idea.